Hi everyone, welcome to stream. Hope you're having a great day and enjoying the hype of the new update we just got yesterday, and I hope Island Life and real life is treating you well. And I also just want to thank officially Peachy. Thank you so much for gifting that sub earlier, even doing that on the start screen. I really appreciate that. But hi everyone. Hi Devon and Sarah and Therapy Crossing and Dinico and Peachy. Yeah, look at Melba snoozing over here. I feel like we shouldn't wake her up even though— she just woke up. Let's see what she says. It's so good to be out here in the fresh air, Toasty. No. How's that friend of yours from Foxwood doing? Oh, is this Dinico? You and Milo get along well, Toasty. Oh, my villagers are always talking about you all from stream. Unfortunately, my town is still looking like really barren from all the bulldozing I did and terraforming, so Leif would not be happy with me probably if this was a new Leif and he was trying to judge me based off of my lack of weeds and landscaping. He would not be a happy camper, but he might be happy with Melba's house though. Look at Melba's house looking nice and full of these hyacinth hybrids. The update is amazing. Oh yeah, I've actually tried in general to stay away from like some things when it comes to the update because like I haven't really talked to Leif yet, so I haven't seen what his stock is, I haven't met him yet, so I thought that might be kind of fun to do during stream. But yeah, let's meet him for the first time. Heya, and welcome. What should I call you, friend? Oh, they're both just either Glyneth with excitement or Glyneth ... I'll be excited. Did you say Glyneth? What a happy name. Oh yes, and I'm Leif. I heard that my good pal Timmy started a shop here, so I thought I'd pay him a visit. Timmy told me this was a deserted island before you moved here. What a happy adventure. Aw. He's basically the epitome of our little Leif emote. That's like our bit emote. He's pretty much this right now. Aw. I bet you were up to your ear holes in weeds when you first arrived. Yep, and I might not have picked all of them, Leif, because I think they're pretty. I hope you can appreciate the weeds' prettiness as well, Leif, and not judge them too harshly. The island itself is a blank canvas that you can paint however you like. Aw, that's a great way to put it, because I did essentially make it a blank canvas recently. That was kind of the idea behind bulldozing everything, was having a fresh slate to work with. I hope some of the rare flower seeds and shrubs I brought with me will be featured in your final masterpiece. Aw. Getting such like Bob Ross vibes from him. Oh, thank you, Lunchka. He's really good in this game. Oh, Leif. Yeah, I do love Leif's introduction and new Leif as well with his gardening shop, but that little flower cart suits him really well too. It's adorable. What's a shrub? I feel like I should ask that just because that's so funny. What's a shrub? Oh, what a happy coincidence. I was just thinking to myself that shrubs are too often overlooked. Shrubs are kind of like little trees. Or are they more like flowers, but bigger? Getting into deep questions here. However you see them, what matters is that they bloom seasonally and add something special to a garden. Oh, I'm getting hyped. What? Oh, okay. So today he's selling an azalea. I was about to ask, what is he selling today? But it's currently in season, so we don't have to wait to appreciate its lovely blossoms. Ah, cool. Oh, and hi Darkneye and Sapling Crossing. And hi Twitch Inside Rainstorm. Thanks for the host, Helly. He looks good, so well rendered. Oh, have you not had a Leif yet? Like a little bit of a chat discussion, like who has had Leif in their town yet and who has had like other sorts of villagers or I guess visitors. Oh, let's talk weeds? Interesting. Can he pull my weeds for me? I actually don't know if I want him to really, but And thank you for the host, Jay. I hope you're doing well. Oh, so he does have white azaleas. Maybe that's the default that everyone has. And orange tea olives and yellow tea olives. I wish I could see that a little closer. I haven't seen these particular flowers before, or these bushes, and I think they're kind of new. They seem like very interestingly shaped flowers. Interesting. I guess I'll start by buying a lot of like white azaleas, because at least they're kind of white. Maybe I can make use of those. I would love to have more white bushes. I had Leif. I went crazy buying the non-native flowers I don't have. Yeah, I can imagine that that comes in a big handy. Oh yes, lilies, cosmos. I never see these at my shops. So, I remember there were some people speculating in Discord that this might happen where like Leif helps you out with the flowers that are rare to your island. So useful and so helpful. Do you have a stream schedule? I actually do. It's over down below in my panels, which should be pretty easy to access on desktop, but maybe if you're on mobile you'll have to click around for it. But yeah, I try to stream Mondays and Thursday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I feel like I should maybe just go crazy and just keep buying more and more of these. I need olive starts. Oh, so you need the sort of starts that I have in my town therapy crossing? They look like the New Leaf olive bushes. I think that they look a little different. The New Leaf olive bushes, to me, they looked like a bunch of little tiny dots. And then these look like such bigger flowers, but maybe they just kind of rendered them in a different way, you know? Like maybe it's the same plant, but they just drew it a little differently this time. If we had some like plant experts in chat, maybe they could give the history of like the sweet olive bushes from New Leaf versus like how these look. Super excited about the new update. Me too, Jay, and I hope everyone else is having fun with it as well. I know my stream's kind of like later in the day, so it's kind of funny with new updates like this. It's like y'all have probably already experienced it yourselves. Have you guys been having lots of fun like planting bushes in your town and laying out your hedges and everything? I guess I'm gonna buy a few of these as well. I really don't know what to do as far as like how many bushes to buy. Like I feel like I could get carried away with it, but at the same time they might not go to waste, or I could even just trade them with other people. But then I could just be on this screen for like a really long time. Oh, you're gonna add lots of bushes, Sapling Crossing? Have you already gotten started in that, or are y'all gonna wait to plan and stuff? Love the bushes. I used them in New Leaf, but now they're easier to access, which is great. Yeah, they used to have pretty strict rules around them. You couldn't have too many of them in a row, and yeah, you couldn't have too many of them in a row. You couldn't put them next to rivers or fences, so it's a little bit different now and more easy to access, more easy to plant. Maybe I can test one out just to see how it looks. Oh, no! I have to wait for it to grow first. Okay. You don't really have a instant gratification. I forgot about that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have flowering bushes today, and it's like, that'll have to wait until I plant more. Oh, and hi Titch, welcome to stream. And earlier today, like, I'm not sure, like, what's going on. I didn't really see Red just now. Like, Red was not in the plaza just now, but he was in the plaza earlier today. And in fact, I might even have pictures of it, so I'm a little confused. I don't know where Red went. I don't know if maybe I should have talked to him when I did see him, even though it was off stream. Like, I don't really understand what happened. Planted some bushes next to some of my villager homes. Oh, that would be cozy, a nice way to decorate them. I've been kind of doing some funny stuff, Lenora, as far as like my town progress. I'm definitely going for the blank state, blank canvas approach and just building it from nothing, because there's so many elements in my town that just like don't look cozy at all. I have all my villagers crammed on the beach. I have like Nook's Cranny and Abel's crammed on the beach. I demolished like all my rivers and cliffs. I'm just going with a blank canvas. So I'm sorry that my town's gonna look kind of like odd for a little while. Did you tear down that terraforming again? I have gone through quite a little bit of like terraforming, you know, progress. Let me show you all some of what my screenshots are, and you can tell me what you like better. One, this would be like a symmetrical layout, which I think that having my own custom designs is going to make this a lot better. I'm not going to have these default in-game designs forever. I think it could look more flashy once I make my own designs for it, but it is kind of basic, kind of, you know, symmetrical, expected. And let me show you all what it used to look like, and maybe you can give me feedback over what you like better. I hope I have some good enough screenshots of it. But yeah, the way it was before was I had one little fountain in front of the airport, and then I had a little diagonal path going downwards across a waterfall. And you can see Red back there. So I did have Red earlier today. I don't know where he went, but there he is. You can see him creeping behind the cliff. And yeah, feel free to like let me know which of these you like better. Do you like the symmetrical fountains side by side, or do you like the kind of more asymmetrical, maybe more spontaneous looking sort of like waterfall jumping off the cliff right there? But yeah, I guess what bugged me a little about this is that it didn't look very official in front of the town hall. The town hall is this regal looking building, and here I had like a lot of asymmetry, so I was like, I don't know, what should I do? I'm so particular, and I tend to do a lot of the same things over and over, but I did try to like take lots of pictures of the terraforming in case I ever want to like redo that again. I have like a little map. But yeah, let's go back to my game, and I'll probably like catch up on chat a little as well. I just put my bushes sporadically around my island, only bought the holly starts, I believe. Ooh, you got the holly ones. That's like a winter bush. But yeah, holly bushes will work well for your foresty island. Oh, is that Red? Oh, here he is. What are you doing over here, bud? Oh, I'm so happy to see him. I love Crazy Red. I missed him so much. I thought the patch was tomorrow, so I forgot to update before I started. Oh, interesting. Yeah, a lot of us were downloading the update last night. Oh, and hi Leah, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good today. You think Red wanders? Yeah, it's interesting how he was camped out at my plaza in those pictures that I showed you guys, and then now he's just like wandering around. He was like, I'm tired of the plaza. You need to talk to Blathers first, then Red will come tomorrow. Oh yeah, I talked to Blathers last night, so maybe that's why Red is here today, because I talked to Blathers yesterday. Putting majority of my buildings on the beach from the get-go. That's a really good idea, Mercy. I recommend it. It's one of the things that I regret not doing. It helps a lot if you're gonna do like big terraforming projects, because you can't terraform the beach anyways, so it's just like a strategy in that way. That's a tough choice. Both look amazing, but I love the waterfall idea. Thanks for the feedback, Lunchka. Yeah, I'm a little like uncertain because I did plant a few trees, so I'm wondering if this area, which looks kind of flat right now, if once I have my own patterns and perhaps just like fill it out with flowers, the trees are grown, like maybe this will look really good in the future, so maybe I shouldn't give up on it. But that little waterfall tumbling off right over here, that was kind of cool too, so You like the more asymmetrical one, Therapy? Thanks for the feedback. Love the waterfall one. I like non-symmetrical things sometimes. Yeah, me too, especially since symmetry is such like an instinct for me. Like, I think trying to break away from that would be really good. But Helly, you like the symmetrical one. Have you plotted where your houses will go? No, I haven't plotted where my houses are gonna go yet, but I am thinking about the dream neighbors I'm gonna have. We might scan in an Uchi villager today and move in someone to replace Tammy, although it breaks my heart because I have grown to love Tammy. Not too worried about what time of year the bushes bloom because I don't want something like pink or blue azaleas on an island with no pink or blue. Yeah, like if you want plain bushes, you could specifically try to avoid the ones that are flowering right now. I think the camellias are so pretty. Can't wait till Leif has more. Oh, I don't have camellias at my shop today. We'll have to keep an eye out in the trading section of Discord to like make sure we can all pick up on the bushes we want. Oh, and hi Amy, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing really good today. Are you excited about Leif as well? In red? Oh, congrats on Static moving in tomorrow, Helly. Oh, and welcome to stream, Theo. I love the symmetry of what you currently have, even though the asymmetrical one is also pretty. Oh, thanks for the feedback, Dark Knight. Can someone paste the Discord link? Ooh, Jay already got to it. Thank you, Jay. I actually love the bushes when they're not in bloom. So simple but beautiful. Yeah, I didn't do that a whole lot in New Leaf. I feel like I usually like planted the flowering ones, but maybe I can experiment, especially since I feel like some of the flowering ones might clash with my town. Maybe I can specifically plant the unseasonal ones. Alright, but talking to Red for the first time here. Well, you from around here? Hi, the name's Red. I work in sales. That's so funny, he works in sales. He's like a used car salesman. And you are Glyneth. What a great name. Intelligent, strong. I can already tell we're gonna be pals. No, not pals. Family. The perfect little con artist. I hope you don't mind me being forward, but you look to me like someone who's got an eye for art. Aw. Don't be shocked. I've got a keen instinct for these things. I do love me some arts. Oh, he has a flowery painting. Oh gosh, are my pockets full? I think they might be full. What a crazy coincidence. It's like fate. Well, I want to sell it to you and only you, because you're family. And you're gonna get a giveaway price. 498,000 bells? Is he joking? Is he kidding? You're never gonna find a better price than... Ah, but that was fate talking, right? Reminding me you're family. I mean, you're practically my cousin. This is a lot of references to, like, past Animal Crossing games dialogue with Red. I don't know if y'all have played Wild World and stuff a lot with Red, but he'll, like, call you his cousin and stuff, so... This dialogue is really, like, tickling me a lot. It's kind of referencing the past. Okay, so he's gonna give me a discount. Oh, missed a few zeros there. 4,980. That I can do. That I can afford. Ah, and Amy, thank you so much for the host. I'll just take those bells from you. Oh, I'm so excited. Got my first piece of art. It's a Van Gogh piece, I think. Van Gogh's Sunflowers. Knew you had an eye for art. It's like it was meant to be. Hope we can do it again, cousin. Alright, so let's test to see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. It looks better in this game. They really updated all the art renders. Question, do you guys think you prefer the aesthetic of fantasy or sci-fi? I'm definitely going for like a fantasy aesthetic in my town. That's what I'm partial to, but sci-fi might be less common, like if you want to do something that like stands out a bit more. Got my camper moving in, and then I went to an island tour and found Maddie. Ooh, Maddie's a cutie. Just met Leif in my Let's Play today, but Red isn't on my island yet. Oh, interesting that I got them both on the same day. Oh, I think I have this one. Dang it. Another to add to the pile. Look at Megan, like, studying this book right here. Oh, you're welcome, Jay. I'm glad I was able to help you out with that. So let's add this over to my pile and go and see what's at the Able Sisters today. He's scamming from the get-go. Yeah, that's classic Red though. I love him so much. Oh gosh, I forgot about that, Sarah. What if it's a fake? Oh yeah, it could be fake, couldn't it? Sunflowers, yeah, don't y'all wish that they might have added like sunflowers to the game just like they had in Pocket Camp? Wouldn't that have been wonderful if sunflowers were a thing? But here we've got these plain dress shirts, which are some of my least favorite shirts to wear in real life. I hate shirts like this so much. And a little sweater, a top coat. Not really my style. I do kind of like the orange though. Got a trench coat. Got some pants. I was eyeing this earlier. We have like basically a Princess Jasmine cosplay or something. I don't know, like that's just straight up like a Princess Jasmine from Disney sort of thing. I'll see you in a bit, Mercy. I would have died if they added sunflowers. They would have been so pretty. Yeah, I kind of wish, or hope, maybe they could add them in a future update, but I just feel like we could have used so many more new plants, new trees, new flowers, but at least we have a few new bushes now. Alright, as far as adding new things to my collection, I think I'm gonna buy this stuff. Well, maybe not the pants. Oh, you just got a tarantula heli? It's not quite tarantula hours over in Athalia yet. It's still kind of like daytime here. Actually started stream on time today. Go me. Yeah, that's what I was hoping, Amy. Maybe they'll add some more plants in the future. Let's talk to Sable, see what my friendship's like with her. Glyneth, welcome back. It's nice of you to keep supporting Able Sisters so we can be the best shop we can be. Alright, looks like your favorite customer came by again today, Sable. Every day for like a week it's been, do you think Glyneth will stop by today? And I'm all, sis, come find your spines. We're not even open yet. Mabel. Don't worry, sis. Glyneth is too nice to ever make fun of you, right, Glyneth? I would say so. So we didn't get a super juicy backstory, but are getting more and more warm with them. The tarantulas really freak me out. Can't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I don't really like tarantula hunting myself. I find the most reliable, but actually like reliable is not the right word, but the least effort for making money is definitely the turnip market, and I've been enjoying it, but it does make me nervous that one of these weeks I'm not going to be able to find a good price or something, so... Speaking of which, I did have a price of around 300 for turnips this morning, and I posted over in Discord, and some people came over and sold, but right now it's already down to 163. Hot Dream Waffles, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. That's so wonderful you would do that and show that support. Oh gosh, sorry for that clumsiness, I just dropped my controller. Got so excited I dropped my controller on the ground. Thank you so much, Dream Waffles. I hope you enjoy those Animal Crossing emotes and ad-free viewing, and thanks so much for that support. It really means a lot. Think they'll add more flowers in future updates. Oh, I would love that. I'd leave mine to fend for themselves. What are we talking about again? Sorry, sometimes I get so behind in chat, I'm not sure what people are referring to anymore. But yeah, this is what my wallpaper is today. I kind of like this brown floral one. I already bought it. Love your streams. I normally don't get to see them since I'm usually at work. Oh, that's nice, Dream Waffles. I'm glad you were able to make it today. Yeah, we checked the shops, and I think I forgot one of the reasons why I went in there was to like maybe sell some stuff in case my pockets are full, but a lot of this stuff is unsellables, so I guess that works out. I guess we should go see if this painting is real or not. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I think this is also what's going to upgrade the museum, which overall I'm kind of happy about because the museum right now it looks kind of brown and sandstone-esque, and it's gonna like be remodeled into something white, which really suits the area of town it's going into, but it does have these red banners on it that I'm not a big fan of. If y'all are familiar with what I'm talking about, that image of the museum from the update pictures that Nintendo provided. Alright, I found a piece of art. It's a Van Gogh piece. Is that a flowery painting? And the genuine article, no less? Yes, it is, undoubtedly. It's even more magnificent than I imagined. Now, if you were to donate this flowery painting, your generosity would enable us to add an art exhibit to our beloved museum. Ooh, yes, I'm so hyped. So excited. Yes, definitely. Take this from me, Blathers. Although, I guess part of me is sad that I can't, like, put it in my house or something, but excited to upgrade the museum. Oh, is the museum gonna be closed tomorrow or something? You think it's not gonna be open because it's gonna be renovating? Oh. Something else that's going to be happening tomorrow as well is that my shop is going to be closed. So this is the final day before my shop gets expanded or being worked on. Oh gosh, look at my wild west of a town over here, like just tumbleweeds like blowing through all this emptiness and searching for fossils amongst all these plains that you can just run through endlessly. I guess there are a few islands where I haven't moved to the villager homes yet. This is Nan. Oh, Nan's not home right now. And this is Colton. Colton's my newest smug neighbor. He replaced Chops. So goodbye, Chops, and hello, Colton. I'm kind of like really guilty about it, guys, but I didn't say goodbye to Chops, and it's because I was like, oh, let me scan in Colton before 5 a.m. hits. Like, I was up at a weird time, and I scanned in Colton at, like, really late at night. And so, because of that, Chops literally only had, like, maybe an hour or two to be packed up in boxes or something, and I felt so guilty. I didn't realize it would be like that. I never said goodbye to Chops. It made me feel terrible. Believe it or not, you're kind of the guest of honor. The only reason I'm here is because of what you said to me back at the campsite. So yeah, Colton now. And gotta work on moving his house. Did the flowers we watered yesterday breed well? Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder, Lewis. Last night I had a bit of a meteor shower, and this morning collected tons of like star pieces, got my first Taurus star piece, and I invited some people over for the meteor shower, but it didn't work super well because the meteors were just really sparse, and I think at some point the meteor shower kind of stopped because there were some clouds in the sky. But yeah, I mean, I got a lot. I probably got over like 10 star pieces this morning, so there was something, but then it ended. And let's take a look at the flowers you guys watered. It looks like I have a new blue hyacinth here, so that worked. Look at all my villagers hanging out back here, exploring my little secret garden. Hi Shevra and Nan and Megan. Oh, and enjoy your lurk, Stacy. When you mentioned turnip prices just now, I checked my town and mine's at 410. Hasn't been this high in a few weeks. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I feel like sometimes just being around in the community, you get greedy for those like 500 plus, but 400, 300, not shabby at all. I kind of like Chops, but Colton is a cutie. Yeah, I thought Chops was definitely like kind of a character. Oh, so this is a red ship, kind of interesting, framed by my secret garden back here. Chops has been cancelled. Oh yeah, poor Chops. I wish I could have said goodbye to him. I feel kind of bad because I feel like we on stream sometimes teased Chops a little bit for being like, I don't know, he is kind of a little silly looking and stuff, but I wanted to at least say goodbye. Out for a stroll, Glyneth? A lot of people ship Chevra and Nan because they have like posters of each other like in their homes, so it's kind of wholesome that they're like hanging out back here, essentially on like a little date. Nice and private back here. Look who's here, how have you been? I feel like there was something I've been meaning to tell you. Oh well, it's gone. That's such a mood, that happens all the time. Forget what you're gonna say. Meant to ask, who did your background art? I want to stream eventually and want to look into some backgrounds. What background art are you referring to? Are you talking about like the starting soon screen, which is watercolors? Or are you talking about this particular like overlay that I have right now? Look at that black smoke coming out of the ship. It's so good for Earth Day. Yeah. I'm sure Leif wouldn't approve of that. I kind of like Red Ship though. I think it's really cool. I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like it in Animal Crossing. Like, we've seen Captain's little like dinky boat. It's like basically a canoe, and this is like a full-fledged like sea boat. It's kind of cool. What are you doing, Melba? Are you gonna enter the garden too? Enjoy the little date everyone's having back here. It was warm when I sat down here, another sign that spring's arrived. I feel like I have noticed that my villagers gravitate towards the few areas that I have started to landscape. Like the second I'll terraform a waterfall, like a villager will sit down next to it, or the very few areas I've landscaped in town, like the neighbors will all gravitate to there. So I think it must be something in the game's code. I think it's something I've noticed. Alright, let's find all the fossils. Looks like I found them all already, actually. That garden area is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Peachy. I'm really happy with the terraforming, and I think I could spruce it up a lot with like gardening and flowers and stuff. I think it could look a lot better even in the future. Alright, so maybe I should have looked for fossils before I gave the art, but yeah, off to Blathers again. Sure, yeah, the person that did my starting soon and be right back and all the watercolor pieces is Sprinkle Storm, and I don't have a command yet for the person that did my overlays and my logo, but their name is Calico, and you can find them at calico.com. I have the art credits down below in my panels. Oh, thank you, Lunchka. Yeah, all the cuties in the garden, all enjoying the spring weather. Oh, I was just thinking that would be a good place to test bushes, because unfortunately so many areas of my town are unplanned or would be kind of unsatisfying to plant bushes in at the moment because they're so bare. Maybe I could test out the bush rules and plant bushes on the cliffs to make them look a little less barren and more colorful. Maybe that would be a fun little way to like plant some bushes. Oh, are all of these duplicates? Dang, I'm getting so many duplicate fossils these days. You'd think that that would mean that I'm getting close to finishing the exhibit, but every time I wander in there, there's still lots that I'm missing. Which bushes did you get? I got azaleas and tea olives. So the tea olives I guess are going to be plain right now, and the azaleas are going to be flowering. I wonder which I should go for in that area. Let me know once I'm over there again if y'all think that the tea olive being like plain bushes or the azalea bushes being flowered would look better. But yeah, let me sell these fossils. Get them out of my pockets. I don't really like the look of the remodeled museum, doesn't fit my vibe. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that are going for rustic towns aren't gonna like it. But Sarah, I found out from someone else, which you can use this info or discard it, it's up to you, but if you never give Blathers a piece of art, he won't ever expand the museum and upgrade it. So that's a way that if you really, really vastly prefer the look of the current museum, you can keep it that way and just leave it that way forever. But I guess you would be missing out on like displaying the art in the museum, but maybe you could just hang on to the art yourself, make your own little art exhibit in your house or something, I don't know. But yeah, that is an option. For me, I am actually going for like a white themed area, so it actually used to bug me that the museum wasn't white and it was kind of brown, so I'm actually kind of hyped about the museum being white now. This whole area down here, it's gonna be like very white, like elegant beach villa-esque, and so the white museum suits it perfectly. Except for the red banners. I want the red banners gone. Oh, and hi Ginger, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing really good today, Ginger. Have you already played today and gotten your bushes and everything, Ginger? Oh, and hi SQM, hope you're doing good. Good to see you. So what did I come in here to do? I think we were maybe gonna check what's at the Nook stop. I'm trying to be more like organized today. Like sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place and I'm like bouncing around a million different things. I'm trying to kind of like be organized. Ah, Drewby, thank you so much for the cheer. Thanks so much for those biddies, Drewby. I hope you're doing really good. Welcome to stream. Oh, and hi Kimma. I hope you're doing really good today, Kimma. So today we have a scooter and a magazine. Oh, I forgot I already did this. Yeah, I ordered the magazine and KK Fair. And I need to start like thinking about designing some of my houses that are like, or not designing some of my houses, designing some of my rooms. And I thought maybe I could browse to see what sorts of flooring I could order for my house. Happy Leaf and Red Day. Oh, you too, Kimma. I hope you're enjoying it. I want to finish my museum 100%, and that includes the art for me. Yeah, so maybe if the museum doesn't like fit your theme anymore, Sarah, you could just kind of like hide it in a section of town and almost like terraform that one area to be a little different. That's what I would do if there was anything kind of like off theme in my town. I would try to like separate it. Ooh, I kind of like this brown iron parquet. I don't know how to say that word. I like that one. Did get my bushes, excited to see them in full bloom. Yeah, I was a little dumb about it. I almost thought that they would be like fully bloomed when I planted them today. I thought I might get that instant gratification. I don't know what I was thinking. You can't even plant flowers like that in this game. What was I thinking? This one is so weird, right? It says giraffe print flooring, but to me it looks more like cobblestone. Is this really supposed to be like an animal print? Oh wow, I have this one in brown. I wonder how many colors everything like comes in. Yeah, just trying to see if there's anything fitting for my houses. Maybe this one? I don't know. Oh, I hit my limit. Gosh, that thing's killer. Maybe I should have been a little bit more choosy. Having the big paths right at the entrance of your town could be really nice since it would show off your patterns right away. I was thinking that too, Leah. Like, it's hard for me almost to visualize how my entrance could look, because right now I'm using like the default patterns, and I do plan to have my own patterns eventually, so my own patterns could make the area look a lot more fancy in the future. Alright, so while we're here, I was thinking we could maybe finally, or not finally, it's actually fairly early in the game, but I'm really eager to pay off my loan since I do have the money. It's gonna wipe me out in a big way, but I'm excited to pay it off. Let's pay off the final loan, the giant like $2,500,000 loan. Full amount. Let's do it. I finally finished paying off my very last home loan. Oh, so exciting. I'm so greedy for those house exterior parts. Loan hype. Oh, thank you so much for those biddies for the loan hype, Drewby. Let's see what Nook has to say about this. I loved the entrance with the paths on one side and the waterfall on the other. In the screenshots from earlier. Oh, thanks, Mercy. Yeah, I really am trying to get feedback about that, about like whether I should go for symmetry or asymmetry, and it's possible even if I go the asymmetry that you like, I should probably maybe think about altering it a little bit and playing around with it. Rip, the catalog limit is so rough. Yeah, it really is. I don't know what I'm going to do about that with trying to interior decorate my house. It's going to be rough. Your bank account is putting mine to shame. Yeah, I've been kind of stock market hustling, but not even quite as much as some in the community. Some have like 10 million bells in the community. Shout out to Joey. Joey Splats in the community. My goodness, you've done it. You've paid off your home renovation loan in full again. As of this moment, you're debt-free and set for life in an amazing, spacious island home. Yeah, I wish it was decorated better though, but we'll get there. It's spacious, certainly. I know you're just waiting for me to offer you another expansion, but we've reached the end of that. But I have something else to offer you for free, of course. Nook Inc. guarantees our work for life, and as a small token of our appreciation, we are proud to offer you a lifetime of free exterior renovations. Ah, cool. To be honest, I was hanging out in another stream once, and someone said, by the way, I would wait until you finish paying off your loan before you update the exterior of your house. And they were like, I'm not gonna spoil why, but I'm just gonna give you that tip. And I guess now I know why. That's so cool. I guess it's free now. Limit 1 per day, terms and conditions apply. Yes, yes, legally required to say that. Alright, cool. Let's update the exterior now. Ah, thank you, Sarah. You finally planned out your side character. I have a few different side character ideas myself, but with my town so like in flux and under construction and with about 1 million things to move right now, I feel like I'm trying to like lay off on making more characters, but I look forward to doing it. Alright, so let's customize our house and build the cottage of our dreams for Glyneth. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so the roof, we'll just go one by one here since I've already kind of planned it out. Deep green thatch roof. Siding, we're gonna go with the Tudor house. They still call it the chalet exterior from the New Leaf days though. And the door, honestly the door is probably what I'm most insecure about. Like, I really like this door right here, but then I go back and forth between a few colors. I feel like the white looks most neat and clean, but I feel like the brown looks more rustic, so the fact that the brown looks more rustic kind of makes me want to go with that, even though the white looks so lovely and neat and clean. I don't know. I feel like I should go with the brown though. And the mailbox, I wonder which one. There should be like a dark brown mailbox. Maybe this one? Yeah, that one looks good. What about the pavement? Do you all think that the pavement just changes depending on what the siding is? Is that something I didn't pick up on? Oh, I thought I could pick the pavement. The pavement just changes depending on the house. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Alright. Well, I think I'm ready to go now. I think I'm happy with that. My main will be an ice queen and the side character will be a forest fairy. Oh, it's really fun to do fantasy themes like that. I think I'm gonna have a few characters like that as well. I think one of my characters is gonna be a wizard. One of them might be a princess. I might do a fairy character, I'm not sure. There's definitely a lot down the list that I could do, and it's just a matter of like, do I want 8 houses in town or not? Do I want 8 loans to pay off? Alright, so those options will be done tomorrow. And maybe now we can scan in a camper and go and see if we can move in someone new. Congrats on paying off that loan. It's gonna look so good all complete. Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. This might be like the most excited I've been for like seeing something the next day I've been in a while. Other than this update, I guess. Oh, I'm glad you all vote brown and you're thinking along the same lines as me. Alright, so, oh gosh, I forgot that I kind of wanted to get you all's advice on this first. Maybe y'all can also give me input on something else. And unfortunately I have to cancel this for now. Alright, so I'm gonna switch over to a screen cap scene and I hope it works okay. I might have to like play around with it a little bit. Alright, so this is my villager house exteriors guide, and the villagers I'm trying to pick between are Plucky, and Plucky is like a, I don't know if y'all can see her super good, she's like a hen, a chicken, and she's like a brown chicken, and Deirdre, and of course Deirdre is a little bit more famous. Deirdre is like a deer villager. And this is going to be a woodsy house. So this is going to be a house that's going to be in the woods. Oh gosh, where's my control F? Okay, so this is Deirdre's house, and it's kind of like got an orangey roof, black side beams, a yellowish door, but I'm not crazy about the picture I took of Deirdre's house. Like, I wish I had a daytime picture. I'm not sure how accurate these colors are, but this could be like a woodland house, and plus Deirdre's a cutie. And then Plucky has a very similar house, which maybe I like even better, but I want to get y'all's opinions on. I really like that Plucky's house has like a green, you know how much I love green and how green works so well with like woodsy aesthetics. So it's like, to me, it's the difference between a villager who's maybe more iconic, like Deirdre, but she has a house that's like, it's okay, it's fine. Or Plucky, which she's more uncommon. She's kind of lesser known, but I do think I like her house, the way it's green and brown. So just Deirdre and Plucky. Feel free to let me know what you think. Plucky's super cute. Suggested her to Cody for his tropical theme. I have Deirdre. Her inside is so beautiful. Yeah, Deirdre typically has like a autumnal house. That's what she had in New Leaf, at least. Plucky, Deirdre, Plucky, 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 Plucky. Oh, I'm surprised by all the Pluckies. Plucky's house screams woodsy. I would go with Plucky. Wow. Cool. Thank you all so much for the feedback. Yeah, to me, like, the thing about Deirdre's is that I like the house shape, and the colors aren't terrible, but the fact that it's like beige with yellow with like orangey, I don't know, it's like very, it's not quite as lovely as Plucky's to me. Plus, I haven't ever gotten to know Plucky before. It would be someone a little different to have in my town. Ah, cool. Thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing what she's like then, and working on moving her house into like a woodsy area of town. It feels so weird to talk about my town being woodsy because it's just like a bare landscape, but eventually Glyneth's house is going to go into the same sort of woodsy area, and you've seen what Glyneth's house is going to look like. Alright, so let's boot up the amiibo service again and scan in Plucky. Thank you all so much for the feedback there. I was surprised by like how solid that poll was. Very like in favor of Plucky for the most part. Alright, yes, let's invite her to the campsite, and it would be an even bigger bonus if she gave me like one of those shell DIYs, because I've heard that the Ukis give you the shell DIYs. Sounds fun, Chicky Poo. Chicky Poo. Yesterday I tried to scan in Marina. I was thinking, you know, Marina, she's this marine-themed villager, she's an octopus, she's totally gonna give me shell furniture. And then, like, I found out during yesterday's stream that it's based off a personality type, so my theory was all wrong about Marina giving me shell furniture. I've been kind of after that because a lot of people have gifted me shelled furniture, but I would really like to have the DIYs myself, just for my own little personal DIY collection. I'm sure y'all can relate, the DIYs are just almost too valuable. Oh, Plucky's on your island, Stacy? That's interesting. I haven't had a lot of chickens. Yeah, Citaloon had no chickens. I don't think Daftily had a single chicken. Suncomb has no chickens. I mean, Plucky is really gonna mix it up for me. Here she is. Woodsy, but I only see the Great Plains right now. Yeah, it's a struggle, Lewis. My goal to like bulldoze everything. Oh, you love my lily flower crown? You'd like it sometime, Derby? Maybe I can pluck some lilies and send it to you if you like it. But yeah, me and my character are both wearing flower crowns today. Thanks for the invite. Got here as fast as I could. Anyway, wow, this place is awesome. You know, I wonder how an iron work table from Athalia would work out. So, no shelf furniture today. The pink flowers we watered bred well. Oh yeah, I got so scatterbrained earlier that when you asked me, I think I just showed you the blue hyacinths and then forgot to go over the other flowers. If you can make it happen, cool. If not, I understand. Oh, but making it happen might be easier with a recipe, eh? So this is a new one for me. That's pretty cool. I got a new recipe out of it. Now, like I said in that awkward moment a bit ago, I'm out tomorrow. If you're gonna do it fast. I felt like for a second her eyes like looked a little like off-center. But now I'm looking at her and she looks more normal. Ah, she's so cute. You have Marina, Brad. Marina is such a cutie. I was loving like scanning her in yesterday and seeing that like adorable sweater she was wearing. She has the cutest little like graphic sweater. Alright, so what does the iron table need? Let's take a look at what it requires. Might need to trek back home if it requires anything too fancy. Oh yeah, I got this from bottle mail earlier today. Kind of a cool little wooden clock. How do you tell the time on it though? That's the Taurus bathtub. Let's sort by ordered obtained. Oh, where did it go? Oh, I didn't learn it yet. I'm always doing this, guys. I'm like, where is it? It's happened to me enough times though that now whenever I go into the list and I don't see it, I'm like, oh, that's probably what I did. I used to just be so confused. Alright, so it requires just a lot of iron nuggets, which I do have in my pockets. Oh, Megan! Megan's clapping for me. How cute. And yeah, this is a Ginger Snaps Megan. I got Megan from Flavortown. Well, hello, Sunday. Earlier, I could swear I was smelling my dad's shrimp gumbo, so I gave him a call Sunday. Oh. My new Leaf town had Brofina and Egbert, and Brofina hated me. Oh. I feel like I forget who Brofina is, but I have had to, like, I think I might even have her house in my house exterior guide, but I'm always forgetting, like, who is Brofina? Like, what is Brofina? You had to make the iron work table for static today? Interesting. I have to ask, where do you get these beautiful flower crowns you wear on stream? I think this specific one is from Etsy. If you don't mind splurging, Etsy has some cute flower crowns, but since it's like handmade stuff, it's probably going to be a bit more expensive. Alright, so I hope you enjoy this work table. I knew it, you're a total rock star, Chicky Poo. Oh wow, its Athalianness really does come through. That's funny she says that, because I don't really consider an iron work table very, like, Athalia aesthetic at all, but... Sweet dress? What is the sweet dress? Interesting. I don't want to leave. I suppose I could just move here, but nah, but maybe. I don't know. One thing's for sure, you gotta invite me back. Yeah, I guess we'll be inviting Plucky in for the next few days. Megan came out of nowhere. Yeah, there's so many villagers like hanging out in my garden right now. Like, it's like kind of a hot spot right now, or it was earlier. I think everyone's vacated the premises, but that's where everyone was hanging out earlier today. Something I've always found a shame. I arranged these flowers because I had people over last night and they helped me water them, but I never am as a fan of like hybrid production arrangements as I am just more natural looking ones. Is that a struggle you all feel in your towns, that you want to like grow hybrids but at the same time you want it to look pretty? So it's this dichotomy of like, do I do the diagonal patches or do I do what I want to do? Yeah, I'm so excited to have Megan since she's one of the new villagers, new townies. Let's go around and knock some doors, see who might be crafting today, because we're so greedy for DIYs. I love all the flower DIYs. I just happened to get a garden wagon earlier today. Dark and I, that is so hype. You are the luckiest person on the planet to get the garden wagon like your first day. Oh my god, I'm still after that one. I have been gifted 2 of them, but I don't have the DIY yet, and it's like one of my favorites. It's so interesting when they talk about their parents. Yeah, kind of a flavor from past Animal Crossing games when they talked about their personal lives and their boyfriends sometimes. She always talked about her dad with you too, Ginger. That's so funny. Brofina's a snooty chicken. Yeah, why do I have trouble remembering who Brofina is? But I do. You struggle with that aesthetic versus flower breeding dilemma as well, Drewby. I have random patches for hybrids and it looks a bit wonky. Yeah, I am fortunate that I have a second town. I can go wild with the hybrid arrangements, but so that's currently how I'm doing it, but I feel bad for everyone. Of course, most people just have one town and they have to have like sectioned off areas for hybrid production. Love your secret garden, never get to see it completed. Oh, cool. It's not complete yet. I still have to make patterns for it and I have to like landscape it. It's just kind of the bare bones right now, but it's probably the area I'm most happy with in my town at the moment. So what are you up to, Elvis? A wild wood wall. Ooh, that sounds kind of my aesthetic. Yeah, sure. Give it to me. Going to head out to focus on homework and not get distracted. Sorry I couldn't stay for long. Oh, that's fine, Sapling Crossing. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening the best you can and get that homework done. Favorite villager is Tutu. Oh, she's a cutie. So let's see what this wall is, and I'll remember to learn it this time. I wonder what this looks like. Oh, okay. So it's just looks kind of like a wood wall. I guess that's why it's called wild wood. I thought it might look like a forest, but I think it's just a bunch of different woods put together. Like it's like not just one type of wood like birch or log. It's like a bunch of different type of wood. I just get lazy and my flowers look like they exploded everywhere. Yeah, well, the pink ones here are the last ones I've moved to the beach. I would really like to move the pink ones to the beach as well, so I can just keep, like, terraforming everything. But yeah, they made flower moving so hard in this game, like with the shoveling and everything. They made it the most difficult thing in the world. Oh, and hi Joey, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing really good today, Joey. And I just want to say, like, while I'm thinking about it again, like, thank you all so much again for your generosity yesterday and just how hype everything was and wonderful. Like, I feel like I didn't thank you all enough for that. That was super, super generous and kind and wonderful. Thank you again yesterday for cheering me up in my stream last night. Oh, and see you later, Lenora. Thank you so much for hanging out here today. It's always good to see you. Lenora's my old Wild World buddy from like the 2011 years, like when my entry into the Animal Crossing world. Alright, so let's sculpt this wildwood wall since I actually kind of like it. I wish the materials were at the top. You gotta scroll all the way to the bottom. Either that or maybe one of those tabs at the top can help you out. Do one of these tabs show you the materials? Other, I guess other does. Ah, thank you, Drewby. I appreciate it. Y'all are the best. Ooh, so this is super rustic. Super, super rustic. I do need to brainstorm some rooms for Glyneth. I was trying to like think about it a little earlier, and the main room is the biggest, right? So even though Glyneth is a woodcutter and she should have a room dedicated to woodcutting, like maybe the main room should be more of like a living room, because that's probably what I could make fill the space up the most. And then maybe one of these side rooms that's like off to the side, it could be like her wood cutting room. Now that I have so many rooms, I have to divide it up. I have to have like a kitchen, like a wood cutting room. See how small this is? So this would be perfect for something like not as ambitious as like a living room. And unfortunately, since she is like a peasant character, like I don't know like how fancy I can make all these different rooms. They're all gonna have like pretty much the same like brown woodsy aesthetic. It's part of why I wanted originally to just have her have a small house, but yeah, I felt forced to expand because of storage issues. Oh, and I almost forgot I was gonna try out that wood wall in one of my rooms. How has your day been today? It's been pretty good. I admit I've been like a little lazy today. I wish I was like more productive. Like I kind of wanted to just chill out a little bit. I do go back to work. Like I've been on leave from work for a little while because of the current environment, and I go back to work on Monday, I think. So that'll be kind of interesting again to like go back to not having quite as much time for Animal Crossing and maybe get slower progress. Might have to like end streams earlier. But it'll also be nice to return to normalcy again. Ah, Bianca, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm glad I was kind of organized today and at least got through like a lot of my dailies and stuff that I needed to get through at the beginning of stream. Could you make a clothing making room? Noticed you had a loom. Yeah, I think I could do some things like have a gardening room, since maybe she could have gardening as a hobby as well, or like sew her own clothes, but I worry that like her woodcutting theme is gonna get lost if I don't dedicate more than one room to that. But then again, like I probably don't need more than one woodcutting room, so yeah, I'm just kind of like going back and forth about it, like what should I do with all the rooms I have access to? Oh yeah, and I need to order another fountain in case I want to test that area out more. I need to order another fountain. But I guess a theme that Glyneth could have besides being a woodcutter is the fact that she's a peasant. She might have to live off the land a little bit, might have to make her own clothes and stuff like what you were thinking, Jay. We all need lazy days, yeah. I shouldn't be too hard on myself. I feel like I gotta be like productive all the time sometimes. So let's order a fountain. Ah, this is reminding me. Did Tom Nook say something to you all about there's special tours going on right now? Like if I go on an island tour today, is it gonna be a little different than normal? Where's my fountain? Alright. Construction sign, lifeguard, portable toilet, street lamp. This fountain is a DIY? Oh. Do I have it? I hope I have it, please. Let's sort by alphabetical and go over to where the F's are. A, B, C, D, E, F. Ah, yay! Okay, so it requires a drinking fountain, a stone, and an iron nugget. So where's the drinking fountain? Oh, do I need to order the drinking fountain? This is so, like, convoluted. Maybe a rustic washroom, gotta clean off, relax, but not so elegant. Ooh, that's a good idea, Drewby. Do you all ever get anxiety about, like, making boring houses, though, that have, like, stuff like a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom? Like, do you feel like that's basic, or do you enjoy, like, seeing stuff like that? I guess if there is a character that's gonna represent that, it might as well be Glyneth, though, and maybe have fancier stuff for my side characters. Alright, so... drink machine? No. I feel like I'm getting so confused. Like, I don't know how to do this. What? Drinking fountain is also a DIY? Is it? I feel like I just saw it. I feel like I just saw it. Is it this thing? I feel like it's this thing. I must not have gotten it because I think I thought that this was too modern for my town, so I was being cheap and didn't get this one. But yeah, I think that was my thought process. Oh, and Jareer, Lurk, Dark Knight, and thank you Joey and Ginger and everyone for like the help with me figuring out how to do the fountain and stuff. Apparently I haven't made a lot of fountains, so it's like I didn't really know how to do it. But yeah, you need a drinking fountain and some materials. Oh, and hi Matthew and Cake Batter, welcome to stream. I hope you're both doing really well. Did you all enjoy Leif and get some bushes, or did some of you not have Leif in your towns? Oh, and hi Mark the Cat, welcome to stream. The drinking fountain isn't super attractive. Oh, I could see it being good in modern towns though. In fact, I think a lot of us in our community, we like the kind of rustic town or the natural town aesthetic, but it would be kind of fun to see what sort of like modern towns might be out there. I wonder if I have enough of the materials I need for the fountain in my pockets. What was it? Like stone, iron nugget? It's so tough to remember, like, what's in these DIYs. Stone, iron nugget, drinking fountain. Okay. How are you? Oh, I'm doing really good, Cake Batter. Thanks for asking. How about you? Just trying to... I think I did all my dailies. We moved in Plucky from the campsite, or we're working on moving in Plucky from the campsite, and went and saw Leif and Red earlier. Now I'm just trying to work on some landscaping, I guess. Try to. What do I not have enough of? All these lilies are cluttering up my pockets. Don't you all wish that these could stack? Like, please, give me stackable fruits. We can put the wood up for now. Yeah, just a lot of flowers and streetlights from my landscaping cluttering up my pockets at the moment. And I need, oh my god. Okay, I'm glad I took a look at the number, guys. No wonder, I was like, let me get a stack of stones and come out of the menu. I need 90 stones for this. Wow, this is expensive. Alright, let's see if I have enough. Oh, I don't. That sucks. Alright. RIP fountain idea here. I think I know why I don't have stones, guys. Just a little backstory. I got this like graveyard thing the other day, and I crafted it for some friends who came over, and those graveyard things are kind of expensive. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So order obtained, and yeah, I got this gravestone, and it requires a fair amount of stone as well, like 30 stones a piece. And so I think that's what wiped me clean of stones. Darn it. Whew. Drinking fountain. I need to craft the drinking fountain first anyways, too. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. Have I been talking nonsense for like 20 minutes? Like, is this what I was missing? I'm so confused. Let's try this. Alright, so the fountain, let's see if it'll let me build it now. I'm really hyped if oh! I feel really dumb. I bet the drinking fountain would actually look better in different colors. Yeah, maybe if you could customize it. It reminds me of just a very basic one you'd find in like a park or something. Oh, and hi Pikmin lover! Yeah, sometimes I misread like the requirements for the DIYs. I think sometimes I get kind of confused. Oh, look at the fountains! I don't know if I like the symmetrical look though, guys. Gosh, I just don't know. Just like, once and for all, just like a final little poll in case anyone new has come in. This area would be like trying to make a symmetrical entrance up to the town hall, and there would be trees framing the town hall, flowers in between the paths. These would eventually be my own custom-made paths one day. Streetlights, symmetry. Yeah, I guess to complete the effect I should put a few streetlights here. And then on either side of this area, like the cliffs would start to form on this side and on the other side, and the path would kind of wind below the cliffs. But yeah, this is very symmetrical, and then I also tried something a little bit less symmetrical, which I have a screenshot of in my album. So again, even in this shot, I would still be making my own patterns and would maybe have something different leading up to the town hall, but this is a little less symmetrical, and it has like a little waterfall nearby. And so it would be like a little bit more like whimsical, less official. There's Melba and Chevra enjoying their afternoon together in this particular version of the spot. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think and help me decide whether you like the asymmetry or the symmetry. Look at Megan. And that's where the waterfall empties. It empties into like a little pool down there. I think it's kind of cool. You think it's cute, but you definitely err on the side of symmetry. I like the entrance on its own. I like the 2 fountains, but I don't think it suits your town. Oh, interesting, Joey. Yeah, it's possible that I could do something more asymmetrical, but just try to refine it more from that example I showed y'all in my album. Like, maybe I could make it even better. Or I could try to test this idea out further before I abandon it. Can I come to your island? I'm not doing multiplayer today. Sometimes I do multiplayer certain days of the week, but not today. Unless maybe it's off stream later doing some like bush trading with people, like if anyone needs like my tea olives or if I need to pick up anyone else's bushes, we might could do some trading later over in Discord. Oh, you love the one with the waterfall? Oh, thanks, Lunchka. Asymmetrical. Oh yeah, that picture earlier, that was me and Jay when Jay came and sold his turnips. I'm a fan of the way you had it this morning with the waterfall, but the way you have it now is more grand, if that makes sense. Yeah, it definitely does. I appreciate the feedback. I think at the end of the day, I will have to suck it up and make the decision like that I think best suits my town and best suits the area and that I'm happiest with, but I just feel like so conflicted. I also wonder if maybe I would feel happier with this particular area if I did like a waterfall over here, similar to what I had in the other shot, like had a little waterfall pool emptying out right here or something, so it would still be like there's a waterfall nearby. I've run out of weeds for hedges. Oh, how do you get the hedges? Does someone mind telling that to me? Because I know you get the hedges today. Is it from Leif? Did I miss it? I got Nook's Cranny upgraded. Congratulations, Pikmin. Mine's gonna be upgraded tomorrow. I like the 2 fountains. Think it's a very grand or elegant entrance. Oh, thanks for the feedback, Kimma. Doing good, by the way. Love all the bushes. Had Leif today. He was selling azaleas and hydrangeas. Ooh, hydrangeas. Those are lovely. Those traditionally bloom after the azaleas, so after we go through azalea season, the hydrangeas will start to bloom. Oh, this is my pretty flower cart. I have 2 flower carts now. Thank you so much, Aaliyah, who sent me this earlier today. Talk to Tom Nook after you've completed a Nature Day Nook Miles achievement. Oh, okay. I need to stop slacking then. Let's see what the Nook Miles are. Plant shrub starts, plant 5 shrub starts, tend flowers, grow fruit trees, plant flower seeds, and catch fish. Why is catching fish a Nature Day thing? That's actually sometimes, I don't know, I find that one kind of weird. Alright, so what's funny is I have flowers in my pockets, but they're not gonna count because they're not flower seeds. Oh, thank you. Maybe that's something we could do is head over to my secret garden and plant some bushes. Sometimes what I have the tendency to do, just to explain my thought process, since I'm happy with the terraforming over in like that part of town where the secret garden is, I'm actually like semi-done with it for now and want to move on to terraforming other parts. And then once like everything's terraformed, then I go through and like fine-tune everything. So that's why I've been ignoring my secret garden, but maybe for the sake of this stream and planting the bush starts, we can head over there and kind of plant some bushes. We get hydrangeas outside my IRL in the summer. Definitely post pictures when they bloom. Yeah, we get lots of hydrangeas over here too. It's actually probably my favorite bush ever. When growing up, I used to always ask my parents if we could plant hydrangeas outside, and they always, my dad didn't go for it, but those are my favorite bushes. So I put my bush starts in here. I wonder where they go in the organization of everything. I guess probably near the flowers. Oh yeah, here they are. White azalea starts. Let's get some of these. I guess if I want to go all out, I can grab lots of them. Isn't some of them like planting fruit trees? So grab some fruit. God, I don't really want to plant fruit trees because I don't know where to put them. Maybe coconuts. And what else was it? Flower seeds. Grab some flower seed bags. White roses. White roses sound good. Maybe we can do that. Or white hyacinths. Cool. Oh, my pockets are full. Dang it. Well, I didn't need like a million stones, so I can put away some of the stones. I can put this away for now because I'm feeling kind of lazy. I should sell this because I don't need this. They're my favorite too, so pretty. Oh yeah, we were talking about hydrangeas and how they're my favorites. I think they're so pretty. I like to take pictures of them when they bloom as well. But what's funny is in Animal Crossing, I haven't used them to great effect in my own towns. Like in Citaloon, I often updated my dream town during azalea season, so I guess the period of time we're in right now, that's like prime season for like updating Citaloon's stream address. I always used to do it kind of in late spring when azaleas are blooming. What about having both the fountains on either side of the airport, so move the paths and one of the fountains to the other side, then you can have the waterfall there at the right side too? Oh, so you would frame the fountains around the airport instead of the town hall? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm struggling with, is how to frame both the town hall and the airport, since they are so close to each other, but they aren't like directly aligned, if that makes sense. Like, they're near each other, but they're not lined up door to door, so it's kind of like this weird thing where you have to frame both of them nicely, and you either try to do that with symmetry, like what I was doing, or you can just do something a little bit more cozy and less symmetrical. Yeah, I wonder what the bush rules are and how strict they are. I thought maybe I could just plant a few cozy bushes up here. I'm not really sure how it'll look, so I'll have to just be comfortable with the idea of like moving them around later. Sell those eggs, you don't need them anymore. I actually use them to like eat things and then move things around, so I think through the course of like all my landscaping I'm going to be doing in this town, I think I will actually be out of eggs at some point. Like, I don't think they're gonna last me forever, but I'm using them as a tool to like eat things now, so I don't have to eat fruit all the time. I might need to like plant fruit. Alright, I wonder where I should plant bushes up here. Maybe like right here? You don't need to do any other quest to earn the hedges, just the green one, plant 3 bushes. Oh, okay, so I guess I'm already done with that. Like, I got too ambitious, but I think while I'm doing what I'm doing, like, let's see what this looks like in a few days. Like, let's try planting these bushes and, like, use it as an experiment to see how it looks, essentially. You're interested in crafting more Bunny Day stuff, Pikmin? I think I do want to hold on to them since they do have some value to me and being things that I can eat. That's why I currently have them in my pockets, is in case I need to move trees around or whatever, which I have to say, there aren't a lot of trees to begin with. I demolished a lot of trees. This area is so pretty, I'm jelly. Oh, thank you, Mercy. I really like it too. I'm like really biased, but this is like my favorite, not just terraforming in my town, but just like, I like this terraforming almost more than anything else I've seen, and that's just biased as heck. It's probably just because like I made it and it's special to me, but I just like love this spot so much. But that's just like me being biased. I'm sure there's so much more like fancier landscaping out there and fancier terraforming, but I just, I'm happy with like one thing I made in my town. Alright, I'm gonna plant a few more bushes up here. Watch them like all die tomorrow. Currently moving all my flowers to the beach and clearing land. Ooh, that was me a few days ago, Lenore. I was doing the same thing. Because the flowers will totally get in your way if you try to terraform, so if you do big terraforming projects, it's a good idea to clear the land. Is it not gonna let me plant a flower over there? I gotta like use the ladder. Can bushes go right next to cliffs? I don't really know, Peachy. I'm gonna try it. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Jay. I definitely didn't mean to sound too braggy because in some ways, like, I'm still insecure about my island. Look how empty it is, of course, so, I mean, it's at least positive. I'm happy with one thing in it. And is this too high to climb as well? Oh no, this one isn't. Just that little piece of land up at the top. That's what's too hard to climb. Maybe plant some bushes here on the edge. I'll see you later, Charlie. Hope you have a good evening. Oh, and hi, Alina. Welcome to stream. How are you today? Are you enjoying Leaf and Red? I've had these like coins over on my rocks for like the longest time, and it's because I still haven't finished my gridded map. I've reached the part of the town that's like the back, and the back of the town is what has like all the rocks alongside it, and those are one of the most painful things to map ever. It's so annoying to map all those rocks. So I'm really dreading like finishing my gridded map and mapping all those rocks, but I guess I gotta buckle down and do it one of these days. Do y'all like how I haven't been like pulling from the same stack of white azaleas? So it's like I have one of 5 and one of 7. It's so awkward. Haven't been on AC today because I was working, just got home, so I'm eating quick and then I'll be off to see Red and Leaf. Yeah, that's gonna be me pretty soon. I've been like off work, but I go back to work on Monday, and I think it's gonna be a little bit more like spontaneous. Like I'll be booting up my town for possibly the first time that day when I'm streaming, and I won't be able to get morning turnip prices anymore because I work 5 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. so I'm not gonna be able to get those morning turnip prices. Oh, so those aren't white cosmos, that's like a hair accessory. Probably going above and beyond. Leif would be so happy with me. Ooh, my stomach just like let out the loudest growl. Getting hungry. I feel like I made it look messier though, but I guess all these flower seeds have to get fully grown for me to judge the area. I also think hybrids would be nice to mix up in this area, but I have like a lot of white flowers in my pockets right now, so that's just what I'm planting. Now let's see how some bushes look over here too. This is gonna look so pretty. Oh, thank you, Leah. Do y'all know if the bushes will grow here? Am I planting like a little too haphazardly? Are they gonna actually grow, or I don't know what the rules are in this game. Oh, hey Blue. Had an exhausting day at work. Gonna check up the new stuff in Animal Crossing. Oh, well, I hope you get a Leaf today. I've heard mixed results that some people get Leaf today and some people don't. But yeah, I hope you have fun with all the bushes and hedges. I should go and get the hedges in a minute since I've fulfilled that. Yeah, I did some flower planting. Come on, let me walk. Fine, I'll use my ladder. But the reason why I haven't been planting flowers quite as much over here is because I'm not as attached to these cliffs. This is what I see as like the border to the garden, and whereas like the waterfall is kind of a scenic aspect, like this is just going to be more like a cliff wall, which yes, I can plant flowers up here as well, but it's a little bit less scenic than the waterfall. Maybe I can still get rid of a few of the flowers in my pockets though. Something about these like complex canyons though, where there's like multiple levels where you go down, what you run into is you can't really like easily do an incline over here though, because you would have to do an incline technically to this level too, and then to the level on top. So I might just have this be like a little secret garden. You have to either use your ladder or like enter through the beach. That's the way I've been entering it. I got both Leaf and Red in town on the same day. I guess it's a one-time thing for both of them to be in. Yeah, one of my friends had Leibel in her town today, so I don't know why some of us are getting mixed results there. Oh yeah, and Joey also didn't have Leaf and Red in his town today. Alright, well let's go talk to Nook and get our hedges. I wonder if, unlike the bushes, the hedges will be a bit more like instant gratification because you can craft them right away and start laying them in your town. Ah, Glyneth, hello, hello. This is the construction consultation counter. What should I do? I thought I needed to talk to him. Oh, do I need to redeem the Nook Miles first? Have I been so scatterbrained that maybe my phone's been going off and I didn't get the Nook Miles? Sometimes I do that. I get so in the zone of like what I'm doing that like I don't go and actually redeem the miles. And Helly only got Leaf but not Red. Oh, interesting. Well, if anyone wants azaleas or like the olive starts later today, maybe I can open up for trades, but I get the impression that since I do my streams later in the day, probably a lot of you have already traded for what you need. Looks like you've taken part in the Nature Day activities. So glad to see that, Glyneth. Yes, yes. So like you to jump into the action. You're a shining example for the rest of Athalia. A DIY for crafting your very own hedges. Oh, that's really exciting. Can you imagine the sorts of stuff you can do with this? Like, I used to make examples of like hedge gardens in New Leaf where I would just plant a bunch of bushes next to each other and try to like form hedges with the bushes. But this is like the real thing. Bushes next to each other doesn't look quite the same as a hedge. In fact, even though I don't want to, it would be kind of cool to like test it right here and like do like a little hedge around all these fountains, but I kind of like don't want to mess up what I already have, and I think the street lights wouldn't like it. But yeah, where should I test out the hedges at? Red is showing up for anyone who talked to Blathers last night after doing the update. Oh, I'm glad I went and talked to him then. So what do I need for the hedges anyways? I think someone mentioned weeds, so I have a lot of weeds in my dresser, but I don't know if I have any in my pockets. One of my pet peeves is when you, like, hit Y, like, every time you hit Y, it just goes all over the place. It bases the sorting based off of what you're on top of, and I find it so annoying. I just want to be at the top at all times. So the hedge requires a clump of weeds, tree branches, and stones. It's kind of like a little annoying in the sense that traditionally sometimes you only need like one material in order to craft something, but this requires like 3, so that's a little bit annoying. Oh, you're annoyed you haven't saved your weeds, Joey? Yeah, well I was planning on using them to plant them around town for aesthetic weeds, so I guess now I'm gonna have to use some of them for crafting. Although I don't really know where I'm gonna put my hedges, guys, so this is almost just for fun. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna put my hedges. I can always pick them back up, though, similar to fences or anything. So let's get the weeds, tree branches, and stones. Can go to Nook Islands for weeds. Yeah, that might be kind of slow though if you're trying to put hedges like all over your town, which some people might. Alright, so let's make a few hedges and just see what they look like, but I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I prepared for the day I would need 10 stacks of weeds. I'm just kind of a hoarder, I guess. I'm a big hoarder of materials. I've seen some people's storage look a lot different than mine. Like, maybe your storage says a lot about like the way you play the game or what you value to hoard. But some people, they open up their storage and it's full of like furniture that maybe they're gonna decorate with, or full of clothes. And I definitely have a little bit of that, but like look at all the materials I hoard and stuff. So I definitely like, this is an aspect of my gameplay that's like unique to me, how much I like to hoard the materials, but some people hoard a lot more clothes than I do. Hedges are like fences, you make 10 at a time. Yeah, I just wanted to like craft a few while I was thinking about it, while I had the materials in my pockets. And let's see how they look. It's funny how you still have the hammer even though you're making hedges. Ah, they look like bushes though. That's so interesting. It basically looks like a bush that's like on a surface, and then if you connect them, like it just makes it a longer bush. But like you could totally use these as bushes too. Like you could say you want a bush like right here. Well, it won't let me for some reason, but if you want to put a bush somewhere, all you have to do is just put a single one out. It's essentially a bush. That's really interesting to me. I'm a hoarder of clothes, wallpaper, floors, and rugs. Yeah, I wish I hoarded more like furniture and stuff like that, because that catalog limit will really get you, but that's part of why I didn't hoard those things, is because I figured I could always order them later, but the fact that it's a limit of 5, like that's so painful. Let's see how well you can do like a curve of hedges around something, like just experiment. So it's not very like curvy, it's kind of very like rectangular in a way, like it's very straight. But yeah, you can imagine how like another way you could landscape this area is to kind of like do the curves around where the path meets. Catalog gets to me every day. Yeah, and some days I don't even bother with the catalog at all, so I'm kind of annoyed with myself. Like sometimes I'm in the mood to order from my catalog and browse for furniture, and some days I'm more interested in landscaping, so the fact that I don't order from my catalog every day, like it really gets me and bites me in the butt. Oh, enjoy your evening. Hope you have a good rest of your night, Titch, and feel better tomorrow. Yeah, I think I remember you saying in Discord that you were not feeling super good today, so I hope tomorrow's better for you, Titch. I hoard literally everything. I've resorted to using side characters to store things. That's funny. I haven't used my side character too much for that yet, but I can see that happening eventually. Let's see how I did my waterfall before so I can use it as reference, because I don't want to go at this blind and waste like a ton of time. Let me see sort of roughly what I did. So I guess it has like a jut at the edge and then it goes inwards a little bit. Your Switch was shipped this morning. It'll be here next week. Oh, that's exciting, Mercy. I'm happy for you. I'm gonna use bushes around the curvy plaza. This plaza? Oh, and hi Peanut, welcome to stream. I feel so like conflicted about this area. I'm not super happy with it, like, but at the same time I feel like I'm being hard on the fact that it's not even finished and I'm already judging it. Part of me just wants to rip it up though. Alright, so let's just kind of reverse this, because I don't know if I really like the two fountains. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. I think a lot of people liked the asymmetrical look, and I do think the asymmetrical look was a bit more like quirky and a more unexpected design choice. I feel like maybe I should go with that. Just try to refine it a bit more, make it a little better. So annoyed and disappointed didn't get Leif or Red. Oh, well, they'll come here soon. I think you might get Red tomorrow. Like, I don't mean to be spoilery, but someone earlier mentioned that you tend to get Red like the day after you talk to Blathers about the update. So it could just be that you didn't really talk to Blathers last night. You might get Red tomorrow. And I think Leif is just kind of like another little special visitor that pops up just like anyone. Oh no, you're not annoying at all, Mercy. I'm so hyped for you and excited. Oh, you like the double fountains, Peanut? I was trying to do a poll earlier where like I was showing two different options, and the other option has like a little waterfall jutting out right here, so that's kind of the option that I'm trying to recreate right now. I hope I can come up with something I'm happy with. I feel like I'm being so wishy-washy. Tried talking to Blathers, but there isn't anything he's saying. Oh, he should say that you can give art to him now. That's what he should say. Oh, Cody, hi. How are you today? Hope you're doing really well. I'm glad you like the fountain area. I'm kind of still working on it. It's looking pretty in the sunset, though. The sunset makes everything look better. Oh, thank you, Peanut. Yeah, you might have, the area I'm kind of trying to, like, spruce up is something I'm going to be referring to in my screenshots, this little, like, waterfall spot. I don't know, I just hope that I can do it the way I want to. I think based off of this screenshot, I need to do it a few spaces this way just to give room for the path to curve from the fountain, so it needs to be lined up with like the other side of Leif's cart. Just trying to like math it out a little bit. I think there's a 60 item donation requirement before Blathers will talk about art. Oh, interesting. Y'all have like all the info. Sometimes I feel like I don't know enough about it. But that makes me feel proud if I've done enough with my museum that Blathers just went right into it. I feel like I haven't been good about the museum lately other than fossils. Alright, so the start of the cliff should maybe start like right here. I know how you feel. I'm redoing part of my entryway between the town hall and airport and really hating my town right now. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that, Lenore. I can kind of relate, but at the same time, I feel like even though it's the entrance, this doesn't have to be the main part of our towns. We can work on making it look as nice as we can, but maybe our towns are gonna shine more when you like get back here. Because this is where there's like no town hall at, there's no airport back here, you can just go hog wild back in the back part of our town, but the fact that our town hall is so close to our airport makes like our entrance kind of cramped, but it means we have more room elsewhere. That's the way I try to see it for anyone else who has like their town hall really close to their airport. I think it frees up space elsewhere in town. Oh, thank you, Peanut. Gonna head to bed, wiped, been kind of a difficult day, but did enjoy my walk in the woods with your dog. Oh, good night, Helly. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and see you next time. Tomorrow's Friday, right? So I guess tomorrow's like our town tour stream where we're gonna visit other people's islands. Alright, so trying to figure out, I have to keep referring to my screenshot because I kind of like how I did it before and want to keep doing that. Alright, so I think that cliff matches up. Oh, look at Nan. I wish Nan or Chevra would go inside their houses because I want to see these posters everyone's talking about, but I haven't ever seen them before. Oh, good night, Helly. I think it would have been better for the town hall to be customizable as well as the plaza. Yeah, it kind of bugs me a little that the plaza is brick and the fact that I'm not going to have like brick paths leading up to it. Feels like brick towns almost have an advantage because it matches like the plaza floor. Alright, so is this what I did? Maybe I should just like pull up the screenshot on a different monitor. I feel like I'm doing it in a really odd way. Like I need to just like screenshot what I have and then like put it on a different monitor so I don't have to keep going back and forth. That would be intelligent. Alright, so I'm gonna screenshot that and load it in Photoshop. Do y'all think there's much hope for us, like, Fairy Tale Public Work fans? Like, do you think they might add the Fairy Tale Public Works again one day? Or do you think, I don't know, what do you think is the scope of the sorts of things they might add in future updates? Do you think that we could get new bridges and inclines and could get some of this super wild stuff? Like, based on the update we just had, what do you think it bodes for the future? Alright, trying to... Maybe if I start to do the waterfall I can visualize it a bit better, but I'm glad I opened up a picture in Photoshop so I don't have to keep looking at it. Good morning, Teru. Yeah, I bought my bushes from Leif and got my hedge DIY, so I'm all good to go. How many bushes did you guys buy? Did you go nuts and buy like 100, or were you more like me and bought like 20 or so? I do think there's hope. I think this game will continue to get more updates. Yeah, I guess how big this update was, it does kind of give me hope in a way. The fact that it was that varied of an update, I feel like it gives me hope that there's going to be more ambitious ones in the future. The Bunny Day one, though, didn't give me hope because the Bunny Day one was literally just a holiday. So the fact that they kind of did this update with like Red and the museum, and that to me like bodes well for more like this in the future. Alright, so going to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Excited for more holiday-themed Nook Miles tickets. Yeah, is there one right now that I should check out, guys? Is that something I should be doing, not just landscaping? There's some maybe cool Nook Miles stuff I could do. Having trouble with like the pond. Maybe I just need to round this edge. And maybe that's how I had it. And so the path can kind of start to wind this way. Oh, look at the fountain! Look how the fountain gets so tall at the turn of an hour. I love that feature. Back in the New Leaf days, there were certain clocks that would do special things at the turn of the hour. Like my fairy tale clock in the New Leaf days, there would be like a little soldier that came out, and in this game, it's nice to know there's some fun features like that too. So many bushes. Oh, you bought a ton of bushes, Drewby. I find this pathing tool so tedious. Spent 50k bells on shrubs. Oh, so you're measuring not in shrub count, but in money spent. Has anyone heard any info on that bush bug? Yeah, there was someone over in Discord, it was Jamskin, alerted everyone to a potential like bug with bushes. And it's like, you know, I didn't see this myself floating around on Twitter yet, so it's something that I, you know, heard through Discord. But apparently there might be a bug where, like, if you try to pick up too many bushes with your shovel, which I don't think applies to us non-time travelers. I think the fact that, like, all I can do is plant the bushes and they're not fully grown yet. I think it might have been, like, time travelers who discovered the glitch, or hopefully it's been patched, or it's uncommon. I really don't know a lot about it. Check your mailbox later. Oh, thank you, Pikmin. Oh, there isn't a special tour right now, but starting May 1st there will be. Oh, okay. Yeah, those May Day tours. Already snagged a pic from Twitter that I want to recreate for my island. Oh, that's cool. In general, I try not to like refer to other things when I'm landscaping my town, but I'm sure that someone else... There's only so many like waterfall arrangements in the game, so to me, I don't really think you can claim copying with something like terraforming. Now, patterns on the other hand, things that you actually like draw, that's a little different, but like terraforming, there's not an endless amount of waterfall combinations. A lot of us are gonna have similar stuff. Alright, so my asymmetrical look is back again, although it's a little further away because I made the pavement around the fountain bigger. So, do you all have opinions over whether you like the bigger pavement or the smaller pavement? This is the smaller pavement. To me, I think I like how the bigger pavement looks aesthetically more, but I guess the smaller pavement does give you more room. Little, like, undecided about it. Yeah, this is the bigger pavement, like a wider little area around it, and then if I do smaller pavement though, then I gotta move everything over. I don't know how legit it is, but props best to be cautious. Yeah, that's how I feel when it comes to stuff like that. There was also someone, Sarah, earlier. She was in stream at the beginning, and Sarah had a glitch herself, which, you know, hasn't even been shouted about. Something about how she had the same exact house exterior for 2 different villagers. And that's totally a glitch because all the villagers in the game should have different ones, you know? And so that happened to Sarah, and that was a glitch. So Blue likes the bigger pavement, and Charlie likes the smaller pavement. And Mercy thinks I didn't bring the cliff forward enough, like as far as like it needs to be closer. Yeah, like if it's too much closer though, there's not a lot of room for the waterfall pool. You like the smaller pavement better, Peanut? But you like the bigger, Kimma? It's getting such mixed answers. I think the smaller looks more natural, following on from the exit sides at the fountain. Oh, that's a good point, Teru. The fact that the exits are so small, it might make sense that the curve around the fountain is small. Yeah, maybe I'll go back to that. Oh, but Therapy likes the bigger one more. Oh, it's so tough. Oh, and it's not even gonna let me edit it while the fountain's here. And eventually this is gonna be replaced with my own patterns, and I've decided I'm not gonna use the overlay effect. You can do something in New Horizons where you overlay the in-game paths with a custom design, and I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna use transparency. So I'm not gonna like make a pattern and then overlay it on top. I'm gonna just make it from scratch and use transparency to make my own sort of like nice edges. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, that's the smaller look. So the smaller look like hugs the fountain a little closer. Oh, Nan wants to talk to me. If it's alright with you, I'd really like to give you, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what that is. I accidentally bought 2. I do that sometimes, so thanks for helping me make the most of my mistake. Alright, I'm kind of curious. Oh, okay. Still not really familiar with what this is. Bigger keeps it a bit more symmetrical with the fountain area's edge. Yeah, I guess it looks like a little square right now. From what I heard, you can't plant bushes on the beach. Yeah, that's usually a common thing. Like, you can maybe move bushes onto the beach, honestly, because flowers don't grow on the beach either. You see how these flowers are permanently buds? So it could be that you can move bushes to the beach, but maybe you can't plant them? I don't know. Oh, okay. So a lot of you like the bigger pavement? And I guess it does give more room to walk. Oh, okay. I'll go back to it then. Sorry I'm relying on advice so much. I just feel like I liked the screenshot a lot where like the smaller pavement was close to like where the waterfall was, but I'm just trying to figure everything out. Alright, so let's pick up the fountain again. Oh, thank you, Jamskin. Sorry, it's kind of a grindy landscaping stream. I gotta do this stuff sometime though, because I don't have enough free time like off stream to be completing my town off stream, and some of my days of the week for streaming are done like through town tours and stuff, so I really gotta like work on my town sometime. I'm sorry sometimes it's kind of grindy with like these town work sorts of streams. I gotta do it though. I just realized moving around changes where the cliff is lined up. Okay. I would assume you can put the hedge fencing on the beach since it's technically a fence. Yeah, so that's a good idea if you want to put bushes on the beach. Lots of trial and error, yeah, and a lot of like going back and forth, like seeing which one you like better. It's really inefficient. It's helpful for me. I enjoy seeing the trial and error. Oh, thank you, Leah. Something that bugs me about the way these paths work is the fact that like there are these like rounded edges that don't connect smoothly. Like, I want this to be smooth. I want it to be a circle. Why did they do it that way? Why is it like these little like fluffy clouds? But I'm gonna do my own pattern one day anyways, so... But yeah, that's going back to the bigger pavement. Alright, so maybe this tree and this tree can still frame the town hall, or either that, or what I was thinking earlier was I could be like a little asymmetrical with the trees. Need my regular inventory, my regular shovel. And do you think it would let me plant a tree right here, or is it too close to the street light? Is there some sort of rule about that? Because what I would like to do is plant a tree right here and then have a street light like right here. That's what I'd like to do, I think. But yeah, we're going back to the asymmetry. Do you all like this better than the two fountains? Do you think it's looks like a little bit more natural? My screenshot library is like yours at the moment, a series of step-by-step comparisons. Yeah, it is handy to take screenshots of your terraforming in case you want to redo things later. It was really helpful for recreating this waterfall. Do I have a sapling in my pockets? It looks like not. So I could go and buy some saplings from Nook. Oh, you like it better, Kimma? Thank you. I think it does like look a little bit more visually interesting. Something about the two fountains being so symmetrical and neat and tidy. Like, it just looked a little predictable for what I want to go for with Athalia. I kind of want Athalia in general to feel a bit more like natural and unexpected when you're walking around it. I don't want everything to look super manufactured. Like, everyone can definitely do terraforming in the ways that like appeals to them, but a lot of what people are doing are like really like grand features with terraforming, and I think you can also do like a lot of fun things with like restraint with terraforming and using it to create kind of like natural aesthetic, but also like more like asymmetric, and that, you know, you can use it in ways that are kind of more unexpected and show restraint, and sometimes that might be more visually interesting than going with like, I'm gonna put a mile-long waterfall, like a, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the way that I kind of want to go about things with Athalia, but that's what I'm kind of trying to do over here. So let's plant a sapling. And I hope it grows. I'm gonna be so sad if it's like too close to the street light. Maybe I should like move the street light for now so the tree can grow. Although my pockets are getting too full of stuff. What is this sweet dress that I got from Plucky earlier? Oh, it's just like a purple dress. That's cute. Do you know if you can pave an area first and then place a building on it in order to make it go underneath smoothly? Oh no, I don't really know that, Taro, but I feel like you can. When you visit me tomorrow, my flowers are all like checkers. Oh, have you been working on flower breeding, growing some hybrids? Oh, thank you, Leah. I appreciate the feedback. That means a lot. It's nice to like, it definitely feels so uncertain at times, terraforming and going back and forth, but it is kind of satisfying when you feel like you're going in a good direction. Can't believe I forgot to update the game. I still didn't get Leif, but that's because I have Kick in my town today. I did finally get Blathers to talk to me, so that's good. Oh, that's great. So you'll probably get Red soon because you got Blathers to talk to you, but I think Leif is just another special visitor. So some of us are getting Leif and some of us aren't because he's just like anyone else. Comes and goes. And what else is cluttering my pockets? I feel like a trip to my storage would be pretty good so I can keep like landscaping comfortably and not have to keep getting full pockets. If a sapling doesn't grow, you can just move it, grow, and move back, right? Worked with fruit trees. What do you mean by that? Move it, grow, and move back? I don't know. I know that there are ways that they can like halt their growth. In fact, like I have stumbled across like tutorials online where people want their trees to be small, so they'll like do things like put another little baby sapling behind the tree, and then that like halts the big tree's growth. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be conscious of that. Yeah, let's put a lot of this stuff back for now. I've tried to pave buildings that way, but it doesn't work. Oh, thank you, Therapy. So you can't pave an area and put a building on top? That's interesting. Feels like you should be able to do that. I'm gonna regret it in a few minutes when like my shovel breaks. I'm gonna have to like come trekking back here when my shovel inevitably breaks pretty soon. Are you able to make side characters right away? I think so, Mercy. Yeah, I think you can make them right away because essentially it's the game's way of allowing like more than one person to play in the same town. So this is from Pikmin. Tad's poster. Oh, that's nice of you. You gave me a villager poster. You didn't have to do that. Oh, sweet. When my boyfriend's saplings didn't grow, it was because they were too close to others. He dug it up, moved it away to let it mature, and then dug it up and put it back where he wanted. Ah, interesting. Well, thanks for the tip. So maybe the rules are less hard, like the rules are more lax when the tree is fully grown and you're just trying to like plop a tree somewhere. But yeah, thank you for Tad's poster. I've never done like the whole poster thing. I think you have to go to like Harvey's Island to get those, and I haven't done that yet, but there he is. I just made a bunch of shovels. Yeah, maybe I have a shovel in my storage. No, I have lots of axes though. But I know a shovel requires hardwood, so if I want to like be able to make a shovel on the fly, I should get some hardwood. And something that I look forward to is moving away from these areas I have been terraforming and starting to go into the areas that are back here, because I think behind the beachside city that I'm doing I might have like a canyon or something for dragons to hang out. I did a trade earlier in Discord where I traded around for those monster statues, and so that might be fun to like make a little dragon area. And so then I still need to make my woodsy area for Glyneth. I have so many like little areas on my to-do list. But I'll get to them all eventually. Thank you for the offer, Pikmin. I think I can always craft shovels if I'm in a pinch. Alright, so now let's make the river look a little more natural. I wonder how I did the river before. Even with how long I've played this game, sometimes when there's so many menus, you have to do like the menu for this and then the menu for that. Sometimes I still get confused about it. So many buttons for so many different things. And I do think the spacing for this area is going to be interesting because I want there to be like a little like river winding up here, but I want there to be space for houses too, so it's like how am I going to have room for everything? I hope I'm able to figure it out. But if not, I guess I can always just make the river like end right here in a little lake or something. So it starts off straight and then maybe winds. I don't really like how this looks compared to my screenshots earlier though. I might have to... Oh, is that what I did? Do I just need to make the curve a little bit more natural? Let me look at my screenshot again because I don't know like if I'm doing this right. Oh, so it actually curved immediately out of the waterfall. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. hate these controls so much sometimes. I need to keep terraforming, but I have zero motivation right now. I can feel that, but I guess what's keeping me going is the fact I'm so ashamed about my bare island. Like, I assume you have not bulldozed your island, so there's no rush for you to terraform everything all at once, because you haven't done the atrocity that I've done to my island. Oh, you're getting sleepy? Well, feel free to get some rest if you need it, Mercy. I'm eyeing this balloon. Like, is this balloon really gonna, like, pause what I'm doing right now? Oh, look where it landed, right at the edge of the cliff. A mini fridge. Oh, I just got that the other day in the mail. I think what I'm gonna do again, I'm really tired of going back and forth. I'm gonna do the screenshot thing again where I'm gonna screenshot the river because I'm tired of going back and forth. I kind of want to basically recreate this. I like this a lot. Alright, so got a screenshot of it now. I did clear the back area out a lot, but I get what you're saying. Oh, okay. So, I do wonder sometimes, like, because I'm so focused sometimes on my own town and my own stream, and a lot of the islands I visit in my tours are, like, really well done islands, like, people are doing a great job. But I wonder how many people out there are in the same boat as me. It would make me feel, like, a bit more like I could relate, or feel, like, less alone if I realized that a lot of other people also cleared their land like I did. But it just feels like everyone's either like way ahead of me or maybe just hasn't cleared their land in the same way I have, so I feel like really funny about the fact that I did this. Pressing home from the home screen will take you back into the game. Skipping the process of moving the cursor. Oh, okay. Thanks for the tip, Teru. Spent so much time trading a lot for certain furniture for Animal Crossing for the amusement park section of my town, but it just doesn't look good, and now I want to take it all down. I don't know what to put there if I take it all down. Well, I wouldn't give up on it, Alina. You might just take more work to get the amusement park that you want. It sounded like that's something that you really wanted for your town and you were excited about. I recommend sticking with it. It just might require some trial and error to get right. Definitely, like, I run into that myself too. Like, if I was a less stubborn person, I'd probably be, like, seeing what I'm doing with, like, the landscaping around my entrance and then be like, oh, I just want to tear it all down and do something different. But I know that with enough work I can make something I'm happy with the theme that I want. Ah, can I not make this a... How did I have this? So, oh. Oh, this is where the river entered the side. Oh, okay. I was so confused about why that cliff was so jagged. I get it. Is it too close though? Like, interesting. Okay, so that's working a little bit. I wish I could, the cliff looks a little odd jagged though. Looks a little weird. Maybe not when you're standing like this. And I wonder, like, can I put furniture up here? Like, can I put like a little item right there? Let's test with like a street light. Oh yeah, so it might be too small for like a tree, but maybe I can still put like a furniture piece right here if I want to, or like a little rock or something. Can maybe put bushes up here. So I think before I get too fancy with the top of the land, now that I've got like the beginning going, I think what helps me is like working on the path below and seeing what I want to do with the path, and then like I can alter the cliff based on what I'm doing with the path. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna have the path line the beach. And I think I could also probably, like, if I'm gonna be using these streetlights a lot, like, have a few lining the path as we go. Like, maybe when the path gets really close to the beach, there can be, like, palm trees on this side to add to the beachy feel, and then there can be streetlights on the other side. I don't know, just testing things out. My town is currently a trash town because it's so disorganized and messy with terraforming and flower moving. Yeah, well mine is too, Kemma. I mean, can you kind of relate to what I'm at right now? Are we kind of in similar stages where you've got all your flowers on the beach and your main island is like a terraforming in progress mess? I feel so happy for the people that have made faster progress though and already have like areas of town they're happy with. It must feel really, really good once you're done. Like, this might be a bit of a struggle, a fun struggle, but once you've like got stuff you're happy with, like seeing your neighbors interact with like everything that you work so hard on, like sitting and reading a book like underneath a waterfall you terraformed. Gosh, I don't mean to be doing this right now. But it's just, I can just imagine how fun and enjoyable it is to see your work completed and see your villagers enjoy it. Must be the most like satisfying thing in the world. Gosh, I hate this path tool so much. So, I wonder if the cliff can like jut in a little right here to give variety, or if that looks good to have a straight edge right there. Just trying to... Does that look a little too narrow, or does that look cool? I don't know. I don't know. I took 2 weeks off playing the game 3 weeks ago when my grandpa passed, and when I logged back on I realized I was so behind my fellow YouTubers. Yeah, I know that feeling. I started the game a few days late, and for a little while there it was not super great for my morale in the sense that like everyone was like unlocking their stuff quicker, and I just felt like I was behind, and why would anyone want to watch my stream when I was behind? But I feel like I've kind of caught up in a sense where I think I have a lot of the same stuff everyone else does now. I have terraforming now, I have bushes. If anything, I may be just behind because of the way that I'm going about doing things. I could still be slow in the sense of I'm a slow worker, a slow landscaper, but at least I have the same stuff everyone else does now. So one thing I liked the idea of the path not being straight. I kind of like the idea of it winding a little bit, so I'm trying to experiment with where it should wind and where it should be straight. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to Bunny, that's so funny. Clear skies are amazing, they really make you think about how huge our galaxy is, you know? Like, sunlight travels 92 million miles to make us warm and happy during the day. And at night, some of the starlight we see travel billions of years to get here to our island. I want to make a joke about me being a star, but I'm too busy being amazed by nature. Aw, I love that astronomy-themed dialogue there. My town is pretty bare right now, have a few areas, but so many random trees. Oh, so you haven't gotten to the part where you're tempted to like axe down all your trees. It does make your island look so bare, but sometimes the trees can get in the way of like terraforming projects too, so... I'm sorta in the same boat as you and definitely know your struggle. My town is an absolute mess right now. Oh. Are you changing a lot of things about your town? What are some of the goals that you're going for at the moment, Therapy? Something else I want to consider, which might be getting like a little too extra. Like, I kind of want to think about how this area looks from the coast. So every now and then I'm going to take a step back and just look at it from far away. And then go closer and see what I can change about it. Come visit my town tomorrow, you will feel better about your town. Oh, don't say that, Lenore. My town's like such a trash heap. Okay, I wonder like how narrow can I make this, and do I want to make it that narrow? Oh, that didn't do anything. So, you can make it that narrow. I'm not sure if I should though, but I can. I suppose a month in, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's how I feel a lot when it comes to Animal Crossing stuff. Like, there's so much anxiety people feel about, like, getting behind or, like, time travel drama and stuff, and then, like, a year in, no one cares. It's just this weird anxiety people feel about, like, how fast they're progressing compared to others, like, when the game is new. But then once the game's been out for a while, like, you feel like a lot of that stuff just goes down the drain and it becomes a lot more chill. Something I'm kind of dreading is like, I don't think this is gonna stay here. I think this was basically an experiment. So it's like I gotta take the time to like tear all that down. I'm bidding on Flurry right now. 8 minutes left. Refuse to lose. Ah, good luck. I hope you win Flurry. Flurry's one of the neighbors I've been eyeing and possibly thinking about with my town, because Flurry has a really pretty house exterior, which, by the way, since I do refer to my house exterior guide a lot, we have a command now that refers to it. So if you do !houses, I think it pulls up my house exteriors guide, and so if you ever want to see like the progress of where it's at, or if you have like a villager house that you can contribute, you can do !houses and that'll pull up the link. But yeah, Flurry's is really pretty, and so I'm deciding between, is she like a normal? But yeah, I love Chevra's house, Melba's house, Flurry's house, Gale's house, and Fauna's house. And so that's a ton of normals. So my town could have a ton of normals if I was just picking based off of houses, but I also want to have a well-rounded town with a lot of different personality types. Winding paths make a town more interesting. Just tore down all my squarish paths. Yeah, I will say it bugs me the fact that these winding paths do like the cloud thing where they look like little fluffy clouds as you do the turns. I don't really like that, but I think when I make my own paths that are just via custom designs eventually, they're not gonna do that, so I'm just using these to map out where they're gonna go. But I agree, I'm trying to like resist my symmetry instincts and like what I did with Sidloon with tons of like straight paths. I'm trying to do something a little different for this town to make it look more organic and visually interesting. You've lost Flurry like 3 times already. Oh, I hope you get her this time, Mercy. Your island rating went up to 4 stars? Congratulations, Charlie. That's really exciting. Happy for you. I was at 4 stars and then like I have no idea what it's at now. You think it's like 2 stars or something because I cut down all the trees and everything? I'm too scared to talk to her right now. I don't want that like voice of disapproval like ringing in my head. I don't want to hear what Isabelle thinks of my town. It's probably terrible. Oh no, don't you hate that when you don't do what you want to do terraforming? My current goal is to complete the farm I'm thinking about doing. Oh, good job, or good luck with that. I hope you're able to complete your farm to your satisfaction. I think it's really good to focus on one area of town as well, but sometimes when I've got an area like far enough along to where it's like the terraforming is done, sometimes I think it can benefit you to move on to the next area to terraform so that like your whole island doesn't look like a wasteland forever. Like, I feel like I should be focusing mostly on terraforming and not the finer details right now. I wish orange mums existed. Yeah, a lot of us have mentioned that orange mums are actually what we associate most with mums in general. Orange is one of the most popular colors of mums in real life. I need to learn how to make paths. Oh, there's tons of really beautiful QRs people have made, or I guess they don't call them QRs in this game anymore. I think they're just through like design codes. But yeah, there are lots of beautiful ones if you don't feel comfortable making your own. There's quite the selection out there. I wonder what it looks like to put like little flowers here and there, little weeds. Alright, so let's hop down and work on the cliff more now that I've like cleared off that land. Lobo's house has a purple roof and doesn't match the blue theme. Was it a nighttime picture or a daytime picture? Because sometimes like I wouldn't trust the nighttime pictures as much. Especially like purple and blue become so similar at night. Oh, and hi Dream Crossing, welcome to stream. How are you today? Trying to think if the cliff should go more inwards or outwards. I think it would be kind of cool if it goes inwards. And honestly guys, some of what like I daydream about this area, like wouldn't it be cool if maybe the cliff like went inwards for a space and then there was like say a villager house like right here. And then there was like an incline next to it, and then the incline went up to like another villager house. Like, that's the sort of like spontaneity and like visual interest that I would like to try to accomplish, where it's like there's this mix of like things on the lower ground, on the higher ground, there's maybe even higher ground on top of the higher ground, there's waterfalls in some places both on the lower ground and higher ground, streetlights both below and above, flowers above and below, like winding paths above and below. Like I want it to look like super like visually interesting while also all being tied together with this like white aesthetic. Like that's what my goal is. Like I hope I can do it. It's definitely a lot of like trial and error though. Why give us red to breed with white? Yeah, the red, the mums are really weird Pikmin. I read a guide that says you mix red and yellow to get hybrid yellows, and then the hybrid yellows you mix with other hybrid yellows to get green mums. So there are green mums, which are kind of weird, but also kind of cool. I love that there's green flowers in the game. Oh, Gail lives in your town, Charlie? Oh, that's sweet. I like her house exterior a lot. Oh, that's good, Dream Crossing. Oh, you won Flurry? Oh, congratulations. I'm so glad you finally got one of your Dreamies amiibo cards, or finally got Flurry after all that time. Alright, so I think something I would like to experiment with, which I don't have to finalize, but since I kind of carved out this like little nook, I want to see what it looks like if I have the path here and then a villager house right here. I want to see what that looks like. How big are the villager homes anyways? 4x4? How do I map out like 4x4? Maybe my custom designs menu? Oh, she was $20 for Flurry? Gosh. At least that wasn't as high as I've seen like Marshall go and stuff like that. Alright, I'm just trying to display this on the ground. So this is what it would be like if it's 4x4. I'm gonna be so annoyed if I just have to pick these all up in a few minutes. I hope I did this right. What's funny about the pattern is it's not super easy to tell like where it ends just because of the nature of the pattern. Maybe I should make a quick little like grid pattern real quick just so I can see what I'm doing. So I can go to this one here and then change the design. Just fill it all with transparency and then make the border of it be something noticeable. People started bidding at the last 10 seconds. Oh, that sounds intense, Mercy. I don't do a lot of eBay auctions. When possible, I love to do like the buy it nows on eBay. I just want to like get it over with. Like, yeah, I'm interested in this thing. Let me buy this thing, and don't make me like do a stressful bidding process on it. But yeah, I think that's good enough for now for my little border. So because I had Libelle yesterday, Isabel's welcoming me to Nature Day today on the 24th. Oh, interesting. So Nature Day just changes depending on whenever Leif like decides to show up. I'm so confused. So they're 4x4. Oh, please, go on the one I want. Okay. So right now I have enough room for a 4x3, and I think I need a little bit more room in the cliff. Let me just like test it out with Nook real quick, because I'm a little bit insecure that I don't really know what the dimensions are. Let me just go talk to Nook. I love your flower headband. Oh, thank you, Dream Crossing. I think I got it from Etsy. It's 4x3, Charlie. Well, let's just go and see what Nook says when I try to move a villager home. I think something that I get like a little in my head about when designing these areas is the fact that like since I'm not going for symmetry, when you're not going for symmetry you can do things in like a million different ways and there's no like right way to do it. But sometimes in my head I feel like there is a right way, and so it's like I wonder like I get really in my head about like where I should put the villager homes, and I guess if you're not doing symmetry to place where the villager homes are, then like you just have to put them somewhere and you have to make it work. Where can you buy the guidebook? I think you can buy it off of Amazon. We do have a trading section over in the Discord, Pikmin, where we like to trade flowers sometimes. Flurry shipping from New Zealand. Oh, well, I hope she gets here soon. I prefer buy it nows too, but some people like to see us suffer for these cards. Oh, yeah, see how much they can get people to bid on them. You have to pay up front if you move a house. Yeah, I think he will refund you though. I think I can basically maybe go to him and say, by the way, I don't want to move Shevra's house. And maybe he'll let me, like, cancel it. So, if you can see, it actually is 4x4. So technically I would need more room on the cliffs. Oh, hi Alexander, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good today. Nice to meet you as well. We're doing some cozy Animal Crossing terraforming, trying to create my beachside, like waterfront property, seeing if like this'll work for Chevra's house. Ah, let me imagine it. I'm trying to figure out if I like this or not. Like, do I want the cliff to do this thing where it's like, jutting out and then Chevra's house is in the middle? Or do I want to have Chevra's house be on top with an incline going up to it? Oh, you like it, Therapy? Thank you. Maybe I should work on the cliff like a little bit more just to make sure I like it. Like, it looked a little symmetrical in that shot. Maybe if I make it a little less symmetrical. Her roof looks almost opalescent. Yeah, I think it's just a white roof, but it's such a pretty time of day right now. It's like sunset, and sunset makes everything so pretty. Alright. Maybe if I put like a street light near Chevra's house, I'll like it even more. Or what would even be better than a street light is like one of those little garden lanterns. You know, the little garden lanterns that are small? I think I have some in my house. Maybe I can go and grab one. Ah, my earpiece keeps falling out. I wish I had like an earpiece that just like fit me like a glove and like didn't fall out all the time. So here's some garden lanterns I can play around with. I ordered my Elgato to give me a kick up in the backside to start streaming. Oh, cool. Happy for you, Amy. Oh, look at Chief, or not Chief, I called him Chief. I guess Chief is another kind of orangey villager, but look at Red enjoying this entrance here. So let's test a garden lantern here and continue to lay out the path. I think the touchscreen would really benefit this game just to like quickly like toggle between different menus and stuff. There is like the touchscreen with the tablet, but I feel like they didn't think they could use it a lot because sometimes people play it docked like I am right now, but sometimes I miss the way the 3DS had so many menus you could just do like on the touchscreen. Yeah, let's see how it looks with a path like right under Chevra's house. And then maybe the path can start to curve downwards like this. Oh, and hi Mars, welcome to stream. How are you today? Are you in need of any flowers? Oh, why? Do you have like lots of extra flowers or something? I think in general, I don't really have a lot of the fancy flowers. I'm trying to grow them in my side town. Like, I don't have a lot of purple flowers. I got my first purple pansy the other day as a gift, and I've been trying to grow purple windflowers. Oh. I don't really know where you're supposed to be standing to like make it work the way you want. Alright, so let's imagine this spot. Yeah, I feel like it could work. I wish I could like test out this like a little bit more in depth though. Like I wish I could like walk around it and not just see this little preview. I wish I could explore. Oh, you have way too many flowers? I'll tell you the ones that I have a lot of. I have a lot of pink windflowers. I guess that's about it. That's the one I get like all the time. But is there like a flower that you get an abnormally amount, Mars? For me, it's pink windflowers. So let me switch over to the cliff tool because I think what I decided, I don't like how close the path is to Shevra's house. Like, if I'm going to be working on this, I need to make the cliff go inwards more and then have Shevra's house be pushed back a little bit so that there can be like a garden in front and so, like the path can move a little bit. Like I need to mix this up a bit. You need pink windflowers for your entrance. Yeah, I figured your birthday is coming up pretty soon, Lenore. Maybe I could give you some flowers for your birthday. I think the incline idea you mentioned could be good since you said you wanted to put the museum up top as well. Yeah, I think what I'm experimenting with is the idea of like having maybe one building or two on the bottom ground and then having like areas where it like waxes and wanes. Like right here, this would be where like the cliff is waning, and then another area like the cliff could wax and get bigger, and then that's when the buildings could be up top, and so it could be this pleasant mixture of like buildings on the top and bottom. But yeah, maybe Shevra's house would work better up at the top with like an incline going up to it. I'm just testing this out while I have it here. What flowers are you trying for your island? Oh, that's a good question. I have so many different themes. In general, I'm really partial to the blue ones. Oh, you have a ton of windflowers and hyacinths. Yeah, I actually have a fair amount of common flowers as well, so I think in general I'm good when it comes to like common flowers. But thank you so much for the offer. Ah! Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, I keep like standing in the wrong spot. Alright, so let's test this out like a little bit further back. Has room for more of a garden in front. I think my gridded map would also be like a really good aid for this because it's hard to see the big picture when you're just working on like one thing at a time. I think my gridded map could help a lot as far as like knowing how much space I need to put the museum up here as well. But yeah, how is your island town work going, Mars? Are you making a lot of progress? I think you said something in Discord about how you're actually like ripping a lot of stuff up right now and making a lot of changes. How is that going? Oh, look at Melba and Nan talking with each other. Why not make the most of it? There's nothing like setting the perfect mood for your reading. I know, picture this, some light jazz, chocolates, and a romance novel by soft candlelight. Ooh, sounds romantic. What's your idea of the perfect setting, Melba? For me, it'd have to be out under a clear sky full of stars and reading by the light of a lantern. Ooh, sounds magical. Then why don't we do it together, like a book club under the stars? Oh, I'd absolutely love that, but what if it gets cloudy and the stars aren't out? We'd still be reading outside after dark. If that's not enough, we could bring tea. Oh, and cookies. Sounds more like tea time than a starlight book club now. Could be both. We could wait for a stretch of good weather and plan to meet up then, Toasty. Oh, so Nan and Melba are planning their book club. Definitely happening. I'm having to wait for inclines and such to be demolished. Oh, so you're taking it day by day. I have been tempted at times to start like time traveling when it comes to moving every single building. Speaking of which, I haven't done that for today. Let me go and cancel Chevra's little move because I'm not going to move Chevra right now. I'm still undecided about it, but I just wanted to test out like how big these house plots are, which by the way, they're 4x4. Even though they look like rectangles, they take up a 4x4 space. So I'm gonna go to cancel this for now and then do something that I'm actually gonna do. Melba needs a book club spot on your island. Yeah, I haven't even thought of stuff that's like super, I don't know, simple like that. I've been thinking of all these grand ideas to go with my fantasy theme, but it would also be cute to have like cozy nooks here and there that are just for reading or gardening or whatever. Let's talk infrastructure. And I don't want to move Chevra anymore, so let's not move it, and then he refunds me my money back. I'm so tempted to time travel, but I hear it can affect your turnip prices if you do it too much. Oh yeah, I've heard such mixed things about that. The Switch Lite cover I pre-ordered from Japan finally came and put it on, but now I don't like it. Ooh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry about that. I wonder if for now I should just get rid of one of the inclines that's kind of useless. Let's demolish something and demolish one of the inclines. Yeah, the one over there is kind of useless. Alright, cool. So we've done a lot of our dailies, made some progress on landscaping that cliff. I am thinking about, like, just for the sake of, like, my sanity almost, and the fact that, like, on stream I'm gonna feel so iffy about stuff. I feel like I should take a look at my gridded map and, like, map things out a bit to make sure I have space for everything. But yeah, I can show you all my gridded map if you want, and show you the way that I could use it to start planning things. Let me boot it up in MS Paint. But yeah, this is an up-close view of my map, and then I go down here, and I think the area that I'm working with is over here on like this side of the dock. So essentially what I could do is like I could print out this grid and then like square by square just like map out like where the cliff is going and like do like different colors for where water is, and then I can map out where I'm gonna put my museum, just make sure I have space for everything. And that would help me be like more organized about my plans, because otherwise like what I'm doing is like only seeing one small area at a time, and I think my gridded map would help me see the bigger picture, so I might do a little bit of that so that I could come back organized with a better plan for this spot tomorrow. Never knew you could cancel that. Right now I'm carrying around an incline just to test it out during landscaping. Might just ask to cancel it when I'm tired of carrying it around. Yeah, I loved when I discovered that I could do that. It's great for testing things out. I almost feel kind of guilty about like bothering Nook, you know? It's like I'm always like, oh, by the way, can I have this kit? Oh, by the way, can I just give this back to you? But it is really handy for planning things. You're so dedicated to your island, really shows you care. Oh, thanks, Ginger. That's sweet of you to say. It definitely doesn't feel like it sometimes with the way that I demolished everything, but I do want what's best for my island and my hopes and dreams. There's just a million different ways you can decorate everything, and sometimes a map like helps you narrow down the possibilities better. This pathing tool, man. Yeah, I think I might go ahead and end pretty soon and come back tomorrow for tomorrow's my town visit stream, by the way, in case any of you in chat want to have your town visited. Tomorrow's my town visit stream, and in the meantime I'm gonna be like taking a look at my map and see what sorts of things I can draw up. Look at Melba doing some cleaning over here. Isn't she precious? But yeah, see you all later, everybody. Have a great evening, and you have a good day tomorrow. See you tomorrow for some town visits, and thanks again for hanging out with me during this like kind of grindy stuff, but I really do gotta do this stuff sometime, or else it's just like my island's gonna be barren forever. So thank you all so much for bearing with me during these landscaping streams where I'm just kind of fiddling with the terraforming and stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Bye Leah, and bye Mercy, and Lenore, and Ginger, and Therapy, and Charlie. Much love. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a better plan tomorrow. Oh, and bye Amy, and Dream Crossing, and Delina. And by the way, if you want to like chat with the community off stream, just as a little plug before we end, we do have a community Discord where we chit chat and trade and everything. See you all there. Bye!